This is the Ashtanga yoga practice done in a chair or with a chair. I've adapted this part of the practice to an absolute beginner or somebody who's recovering and going back through all of the beginning postures to get back their practice. So whether you're brand new to yoga or you're recovering from an injury and you need to get back into your practice, this video is for you. In it, I demonstrate a couple postures that you can do on the floor, or if you can't get down to the floor, you can do them sitting in a chair. The modifications are up to you. Follow along and let's enjoy this. Thanks for watching. To begin this practice, you're going to need a chair set up at the top of the mat. Stand with your feet together, bringing the hands together into a prayer position, connecting with your breath, noticing the inhales, noticing the exhales, allowing the breath to start softening. And to begin Surya Namaskara A, inhale, taking the arms up, palms touch above the head. Exhale, release the hands down to the side. Inhale, pulling the shoulders back, lift the chest up. Exhale, place the hands onto the chair, stepping the feet back. Inhale, lifting the head up. And then exhale, reaching the hips back. 5 breaths. Following your breath, at the end of 5 breaths, inhale, lifting the head up, and exhale, walk the feet close towards the top of the mat. Inhale, taking the arms up, palms touch above the head, and exhale, release the hands to the side. Beginning the second one, inhale the arms up, palms touch above the head, exhale, hands to the side. Inhale, lifting the chest, and exhale, stepping the feet back. Inhale, lifting the head up. Exhale, reaching the hips back. Stretching through the arms, 5 breaths. Trying to keep the legs as straight as possible. Inhaling, lifting the head up. Exhale, walking the feet in. Inhale, taking the arms up, palms touch again above the head. And exhale, release the hands to the side. The third one, inhale the arms up, palms touch. Exhale, release the hands to the side. Inhale, lifting the chest up. And exhale, placing the hands to the chair, walking the feet back. Inhale, lifting the head up, elongating the spine. Exhale, keeping the spine long, gazing at the toes. And again, 5 breaths. Inhale, lifting the head up. Exhale, walking the feet towards the top of the mat. Inhale, taking the arms up, palms touch above the head. Exhale, release the hands down. And again, inhale, arms up, palms touch. Exhale, release the hands to the side. Inhale, lifting the chest up. Exhale, hands to the chair, walking the feet back. Straight spine. Inhale, lifting the head up. And exhale, reaching the hips back. 5 breaths. Trying to slow down your breathing. Inhale, lift the head up. Exhale, walking the feet in. Inhale, taking the arms up. And exhale, release the hands to the side. And the last one, inhale, arms up, palms touch. Exhale, release the hands to the side. Inhale, lifting the chest up. Exhale, hands to the chair, stepping the feet back. Inhale, head up. And exhale, reaching the hips back. 5 breaths. And exhale the breath completely. Inhale, lift the head up. Exhale, walking in the feet. Inhale, taking the arms all the way up. Exhale, release the hands to the side. Surya Namaskara B. Begin by bending the knees as much as possible, taking the arms up. Exhale, straighten the legs, releasing the hands to the side. Inhale, lifting the chest, stepping the left foot back, keeping the right knee bent as much as possible. Inhale, take the arms up, palms try and touch above the head. And exhale, stepping both feet to touch at the top of the mat. Now the right foot steps back, keeping the left knee bent. Inhale, taking the arms up. Exhale, stepping together at the top of the mat. Bring the hands to the chair, walking the feet back. Inhale, head up. And exhale, once again, reaching the hips back, trying to keep the legs long, trying to keep the spine long. 5 breaths. Following the breath of your count. When you're ready, inhale, lifting the head up. Exhale, walking the feet in. Inhale, taking the arms up. And exhale, release the hands to the side. Trying to go a little bit deeper this time. Inhale, bending the knees, taking the arms up. Exhale, straighten the legs, release the hands to the side. Inhale, lifting the chest up towards the sky. And exhale, step the left leg back, keeping the right knee bent. Inhale, taking the arms up, palms touch above the head. And exhale, step the feet to touch at the top of the mat. Now the right foot steps back, keeping the left knee bent. Inhale, taking the arms up, palms touch. And exhale, step the feet to touch at the top of the mat, bringing the hands to the chair, walking the feet back. Inhale, lifting the head up. Exhale, keeping the spine straight, 5 breaths. And when you're ready, inhale, lift the head up. And exhale, walk the feet to touch at the top of the mat. Bending the knees slightly, inhale, take the arms up. And exhale, return back to standing, hands by the side. And the third one, inhale, bending the knees, taking the arms up. Exhale, straighten the legs, release the hands to the side. Inhale, lifting the chest up. And exhale, stepping the left foot back, keeping the right knee bent. Inhale, taking the arms up, palms touch. Exhale, stepping the legs to touch at the top of the mat. Now the right foot steps back, keeping the left knee bent. Inhale, taking the arms up. Exhale, stepping forward. Both hands to the chair, walking the feet back. Inhale, head up. Exhale, reaching back. And when you're ready, inhale, lift the head up. Exhale, walking in the feet. Good. Bending the knees. Inhale, taking the arms up. Straighten the legs. Release the hands to the side. Beginning the standing asana, separate the feet about hips distance apart. If you can, when you come forward, bring the hands either to the toes or maybe to the shin. And releasing the head down, breathing into the back, 5 breaths. Trying to keep the legs as straight as possible. Allowing your hamstrings to begin to feel a bit of a stretch. If you're shaking, it's okay. If at any point you need to, you can pause the video. Trying to go a little bit deeper, Padahastasana, the hands slide underneath the feet. If here you need to, bend the knees. Otherwise, trying to keep the legs straight once again. If the hands don't get underneath the feet, you can always keep the hands at the shins, trying to tip the weight forward into the toes. Inhale, lift the head up. And then return back to standing, closing the feet. Utthita Trikonasana, triangle pose. Step the feet back, turning the right toes to face the back of the mat. And then exhale, extend down with the right hand, maybe bringing the hand to the shin, the ankle, the floor, or maybe even the big toe. Taking 5 breaths, trying to make long the entire left side of the body, and trying to keep that right leg as straight as possible. So if that means that the hand is at the shin, that's where you're at in today's practice, and that's great. Inhale, rising up, the right toes turn in, the left toes turn to face the front of the mat. And again, extending down, maybe the hand to the shin, the ankle, the foot, maybe the floor. This time, trying to breathe into the right side of the lungs. Inhale, coming up, and now we're going to twist. So turn the left toes in, the right toes turn to face the back of the mat, bringing the left hand across, maybe to the shin, maybe to the floor, but keep that right leg straight. And if possible, try and reach that right arm up towards the sky. Again, it's all about breathing. It's not as much about making the twist. Inhale, coming up, turning the right toes in, the left toes turn to the front of the mat. And as you exhale, extend down. Maybe the right hand goes to the shin, the ankle, the floor, lifting the left arm up, but connect with the breath. Inhale, returning back to standing, and exhale, step the feet to touch at the top of the mat. Utthita Parshvottanasana, wide-legged side angle. So maybe step the right foot back and bring the left knee to the floor, extending through the left hand. Maybe you try and straighten the left leg and bring the right elbow to the knee, reaching and extending through the left hand again. Or maybe that right hand gets all the way down to the floor. Again, taking the level at where you are at in today's practice. The modifications that are offered here are so that you can go deeper in your breath, which means that you go deeper in your practice. Coming up and trying the other side. So now the right knee goes down to the floor, maybe bringing the left hand to the floor. Maybe the right leg is straight. Maybe the left elbow goes onto the left knee. Trying to extend through that right hand. And connecting back to your breath. Doing the modification that works best for you and your practice today. And now we're going to try and twist. So at first, bring the left knee down, taking the left arm across. Maybe it's possible to bring that left hand all the way down to the floor. Maybe it's even possible to straighten the back leg. connect with your breath. And when you're ready, inhale, coming back up, turning to the front of the mat, lowering the right knee down. When you take the arms across, maybe make a fist with that right hand, bringing the left hand on top, pressing into the fist, or maybe bringing the right hand all the way down to the floor, maybe straightening the back leg. Connecting through your breath. And when you're ready, inhale, rising back up to standing. And exhale, stepping the feet to touch at the top of the mat. Prasarita Padottanasana. There's 4 different variations of this, wide-legged forward fold. The first one, bringing the hands down to the floor, trying to keep the legs as straight as possible. And exhale, lowering the head down towards the floor. Again, keeping the legs straight. You may need to have the hands far out in front of you, but keep the legs straight with the quadriceps activated so that you can go deeper into the hamstrings. Taking 5 breaths here, and then inhale, lifting the head up, and lifting all the way up. The second variation on this posture, taking the arms out to the side. Exhale, bring the hands to the hips. Inhale, lifting the chest up, and then exhale, lower down as much as possible. Again, keeping the legs straight, trying to tip the weight forward into the toes. Connecting back with your breath. And this is your practice, making it look like your practice, not making it look like anyone else's practice. Inhale, coming up. Going into the third variation, stretching the arms out to the side. Then lock the hands together behind the back, interlacing the fingers, lift the chest up. And then exhale, reaching the arms up and over, trying to reach them to the floor. Keeping the legs straight, squeezing the palms together. Don't let the palms separate. Again, tipping the weight into the toes, keeping the legs straight. Your practice connecting to your breath. And inhale, rising back up. The fourth variation, catching the hands to the hips, and then exhale, lowering down, deepest one yet. Maybe catching onto the toes, maybe you only catch the ankles. Wherever you're at, try and pull the head down towards the floor, keeping the legs straight. Taking control of your breath. Every exhale, pull the belly in a little bit deeper, trying to tip the weight into the toes. And inhale, head up. Exhale there. Inhale, rising all the way up and closing the feet. Parsvottanasana, pyramid pose. Take the hands together behind the back, either holding on to opposite elbows, maybe bringing the fists together, or maybe bringing the hands together into a reverse prayer position behind the back. Step the right foot back, turning the right toes to face the back of the room. Keep the right leg straight and reach that left hip forward as you extend through a straight right leg all the way down. Looking towards the right big toe, connecting with the breath. reaching the left hip forward, trying to pull the right hip back. Inhale, rising up, right toes turn in, left toes turn to the front of the mat. Reaching that right hip forward, this time pull the left hip back, pushing through the left big toe. And at the end of 5 breaths, inhale, rising all the way up. And exhale, step the feet to touch at the top of the mat. Now, we're going to work on balancing postures. So at this point, take the chair, maybe holding onto the chair, establishing your balance, maybe holding onto the right knee. If that's easy, maybe hold on to the right big toe, trying to straighten the leg out in front. If you have your balance, release the chair, trying to pull the chest forward. If balance is an issue, it's okay to hold on to the chair. Eventually, you're going to work your way out from holding on to the chair. Trying to go a little bit deeper, reaching up and extending that right leg out to the side, maybe holding on to the knee, maybe holding on to the foot. Again, you may need to hold on to the chair to support yourself, finding that balance. Bringing that right leg back in front. Trying to balance here for 5 breaths. Reaching through the right big toe, straight right leg, straight left leg. And releasing down. We're going to work on the left side. So maybe turning around or changing the chair to the other side. Using the right hand to support you with the chair. The left hand reaches and holds on to the left knee. If that's easy, maybe hold on to the toe and trying to extend the left leg out in front, getting it as straight as possible, bringing the heart forward, and again, maybe keep that right hand on the chair to support yourself. And inhale, lifting the chest up. Now we're going to try and take the leg out to the side once again. So maybe you can still hold on to the toe, or maybe hold on to the knee. You may need to use the chair to support. Keeping that left leg out to the side. Trying to slow down the breathing, 5 breaths there. And when you're ready, bring the leg back in front and balance here. 5 breaths, pointing the toes, keeping the legs straight, don't lean back. Awesome. Now trying Ardha Baddha Padmottanasana. So bending the right leg, maybe crossing the ankle on top of the knee and staying there. That might be as deep as you get. Maybe you can hold on to the foot and take the right arm around the back, holding on to the left bicep or maybe the forearm. And today we're just going to stay here. Keeping the balance. And maybe the balance is too much, and so you're still holding on to the chair. But when you're ready, release and We're going to try the left side now. So maybe holding onto the chair to support yourself, crossing the left ankle on top of the right knee. Maybe that's okay and you want to go a little bit deeper, so you take a hold of the left foot with the right hand. Reach the left arm behind, holding onto the bicep or the forearm, staying here. Connect with your breath. Remember to do the variation that works best for you. When you're ready, release, bringing the chair back to the front of the mat. Setting up for the last 3 standing postures. Inhale, taking the arms up. Exhale, hands to the side. Inhale, lifting the chest up. And exhale, stepping the feet back. Inhale, head up. And exhale, walk the feet forward. Moving into Utkatasana, chair pose. Bending the knees, taking the arms up, palms touch. 5 breaths, keeping the knees bent as much as possible, reaching up with the chest. And if you'd like, you can reach the chin up, extending through the neck. Inhale, lifting the chest up and walking the feet back. Moving into Virabhadrasana 1, Warrior 1. Step the right foot forward, bending the right knee, keeping that back leg straight, reaching the arms up, palms touch if possible. Lifting the chin up. Great. Stepping the legs to touch at the top of the mat. Then that right leg goes back, keeping the left knee bent. And again, reaching up with the arms, may be possible to lift the head up, looking up at the thumbs. And from here, moving into Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. Extending the arms out to the side, keep bending deep into the left knee. Keep that back leg straight and strong. Every inhale, lifting the chest a little bit more. Every exhale, pulling the belly in a little bit firmer. Straighten the legs, come back to standing. Now, the left leg will go back, keeping that right knee bent. Extending the arms out to the side. Again, every inhale lifts the chest. Every exhale, pulling the belly in. Then stepping the feet to touch at the top of the mat. And then we're going to start the seated asana. So maybe pull the chair back onto the mat and sit down into the chair. Sitting at the edge of the chair, keeping the back straight. Or maybe sitting on the floor, maybe the knees are bent. Again, doing the variation that works best for you. If you're on the floor, the hands are straight to the side, keeping and lifting the chest up. It is okay for the knees to be bent. Moving a little bit deeper, here you're going to try and catch onto the toes. If possible, straighten the legs. If not, it's okay for the knees to be bent, reaching the chest forward. If you're sitting in the chair, pull the heart forward, trying to bring the chest down towards the knees. Maybe trying a little bit deeper by sliding the hands underneath the feet or locking the hands past the feet. But again, if the hands only make it to the shins, that's awesome. You're doing the practice that works for your breath. And when you're ready, inhale, coming up. If you're in the chair, walk the feet out in front, sliding the hips off of the chair. If you're on the floor, bend the knees and lift the hips up. Breathing into the chest, trying to keep the hips up as high as possible. And exhale, bring the hips back down, either to the chair or to the floor. Crossing the right ankle on top of the right knee, Ardha Baddha Padma Paschimottanasana. Maybe staying here, trying to reach that right arm around the back, holding on to the right foot with the left hand. Bringing the chest forward as much as possible. And then we're going to switch sides. So take the left foot, crossing the ankle on top of the knee, holding onto the foot with the right hand. Take the left arm behind the back and extend the chest forward if you're sitting in the chair, trying to sit up if you're sitting on the floor, or maybe extending forward. Focusing on your breathing. The next posture is Triangmukha Ekapada Paschimottanasana, trying to step the right foot back or bending the right knee. If it's too much to bend the knee and reach the foot back, keep the knee bent up and reach that shoulder or reach the knee to the shoulder, extending forward as much as possible. If you're in the chair, extending forward over the left leg. Coming back up and switching sides. Now the right foot bends and extending forward, trying to bring either the hands to the floor. If you're already on the floor, extending forward towards the right ankle. And inhale, rising up. Janu Shirshasana. Maybe sliding back in the chair a little bit, bringing the ankle onto the chair. And extending forward. If you're on the floor, taking the knee out to the side in a 90-degree angle, extending forward, maybe holding on to the ankle, the shin, maybe the hands bind past the feet. Wherever you get to, maybe that left leg is still bent. Focus on your breathing. And coming up, we're going to switch sides. So bending the left knee out to the side in a 90-degree angle and extending forward over the right leg. Maybe the right knee is bent. Maybe you're holding on to the shin, the ankle, the foot. Wherever you get to, connect with your breath. And inhale, coming back up. We're going to work on Marichasana A. So bend the right knee, bringing it up to the chair, extending the right arm around, trying to reach the left arm around the back, maybe holding on to hands. Extending the chest forward. If you bind the hands, great. If you don't bind the hands, that's awesome too. Remember, you can pause the video at any time. If this is the posture that you're working on, great. Pause the video and take your time. Let's work on the left side now. So bringing the left knee up, reaching the left arm around the leg, reaching the right arm behind the back, extending the chest forward, perfect. Okay, now we're going to work on twisting. So it's a variation of Marichasana C. So if you're sitting in the chair, bring the left arm over towards the right knee, taking the right arm to the back of the chair. If you're on the floor, bend the right knee and hug the knee into the chest. So twisting the left arm, hugging the knee. Maybe you use the right arm to support you from behind. We're going to try the same on the other side. So this time, maybe the right knee, or maybe the right hand reaches across to the left knee. Or if you're on the floor, you're trying to hug the left knee with the right hand. Breathing into the chest. And that's awesome. That's a full practice right there. Now, if possible, we're going to make our way down to the floor. If you need some support, you can bring the feet onto the chair, bringing the knees to the front of the chair, lying down, elongating through the back. It's not necessary to have the legs on the chair, but sometimes it feels really good. Take this moment to rest, reconnecting with your breath, trying to slow down your breathing. When you're ready, coming back up, taking your time to get back to a seated position, maybe crossing the legs. Thank you for sharing your practice. Namaste. Have an amazing day, yogi. No mistakes.